Someone just reminded me today that I barely ever say to new people, you have arrived, like I used to before. The reason I don't say it anymore is because my YouTube number never changes. It is always between 13,425 to 13,403 or some such number. They are going to discover that Google employees were actually being paid by businessmen in order to hack their competition or just to bring someone down that they want to bring down. They are going to discover it, and the Google employees who were doing it are going to be arrested because one of their clients is going to talk. And of course, they are all Indian. Okay, the whole gang is Indian with one East Asian, but most of them are Indian. But this is going to come after my time, after the ruination of this channel into my Instagram. It's going to come too late, like everything does where my life is concerned. Too late to be of use to me. But it'll be useful to others. Somehow that doesn't make me happy. And somehow I don't give a shit. And here lies my whole gist of my year in retrospect. My year in retrospect. Those who have been with me for a while, you do know that the Bantu year comes to an end on the day of the ancestors, October 31, and November 1 is the beginning of our year. My birthday just happens to be October 25, so everything for me in retrospect is all done in 1 month in retrospect, and this has been a horrible year, as was last year. And the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. I'm constantly searching for sunshine, and I'm unable to find it. And carrying this life gets heavier and heavier, and I'm always looking for a new purpose. Something to do. Something that will give me the ability to live a year longer. So last night on Instagram, after I came back from my birthday dinner, I put my year in retrospect together, all the things that had happened to me in this year from November 1, 2021 to November 1, 2022. I put all the experiences I'd had, all the pain, all the grief on an Instagram pad, and I'm not going to repeat them. You can go to my Instagram. And I went to bed. So what usually happens is that my last thought and the last thing that I do, my grandmother in the morning when she wakes me up, she replies it. And she said to me today, we are not responsible for causing you this misery. Your attackers are not responsible for causing you this misery. God is. Everything that has happened to you, the Indians hacking your Google account and all your platforms, the Indians stealing your money, more people stealing your money, Makita stealing my money, and, like even service providers, people who were giving me a service, they were stealing my money too. She said, we are not responsible for this, and the people who have been attacking you are not responsible for it. God is. God is responsible for giving you this misery that has gone on for years and years and years without respite. All on God. We can only protect you and protect the little happiness that comes your way. But your life is this way by God's design. Right? And the things that happen to you are by God's design. And we cannot tell you Why, how, where, when? We can't. We don't have those answers. We don't have that file. That file is above our grade. But what we didn't expect was how much you would hate your life, how much you would see no sunshine in it, and how much you would miss that which God has delayed, like relationships, like happiness, like good friends, like justice with my YouTube channel, which lots of other YouTubers are gonna get, but not in my time. Maybe in about 2 to 3 years time, not in my time. Justice with my other platforms, which when the Indians are caught, the Indians who work for Google are caught, everybody else will get justice for, right? Because it's coming. It's coming. They're gonna get caught. It's coming. So losing my house, I didn't get justice for that. I didn't get it. I lost my house, and now I'm looking at my life and I don't even know where I'm gonna be and what I am gonna do with myself. My writing career lost. All those things that were lost, that was on God. God did that. God maneuvered that. She said we don't know why he did it. We don't, like I said, we don't have the file to it, but you are turning into someone else, into something else, because the light, God was blotting out the sun for you, and now you are just blotting out the sun yourself. As far as you are concerned, there is no sunshine. There will never be sunshine. There will be one horror after another. So you've created an armor around you that says, oh, well, I don't expect anything good to happen to me anyway, so I'm not even going to strive for it. I'm not even going to wish it. And you get angry when people wish you happiness or wish you good health or wish you anything good. You get angry at them. You're like, whatever. And in so doing, you are finding a purpose in order to exist that is mired in darkness. You are finding a purpose in fighting with those who metaphysically attack you. That has now become your purpose. If they didn't exist, you would have killed yourself a long time ago, because you don't value life. Life is nothing to you. You don't value it. So if these people, Foster Gray, Agnes Lusok, if these people were not attacking you, you would have committed suicide a long time ago. But they keep you alive. Because you know what? You want to rubbish them. You want to eradicate them. You want them to suffer. You transfer your pain, your grief, your anger, your rage unto them. You spend hours thinking about what you can do to Foster Gray, what you will do to Foster Gray, what it is going to take to torture him. You talk to his dark ancestors. He sends you his dark ancestors in order to attack you. His dead relatives, he sends them to you. You sit down and you talk to them. And you say to them, if you don't like what Foster is doing, why don't you just kill the motherfucker? If you tell me what to do, I will do it for you, because I am the hands that are on this ground. And she said, I don't think God expected you to go in that direction. I don't know what he was expecting, but I don't think he was expecting you to go in that direction where you literally just say, okay, I don't value life. I don't give a shit about it because it never gives me anything good. And whenever anything good comes my way, it's too late. too late for me to take it or accept it or enjoy it. Therefore, the only joy I get is by eradicating Foster Gray, by actually eradicating him and then waiting for the next attacker and then doing the same thing to that attacker and doing the same thing to that attacker and the next attacker and the next attacker. She says, I don't think God really thought that was how you were going to use your powers, and that was what was going to give you a sense of purpose, a reason to live. Working with your students doesn't give you a sense of purpose or a reason to live. Helping other people coming to their own or helping other people with their problems and solutions, it doesn't give you a reason or a purpose to live because you've just said to yourself, well, if I'm not there, they can go to someone else. But every time someone attacks you, oh yes, they've given you a purpose. They have given you a purpose and they don't even understand what they've done to themselves. They think they are coming in to attack your metaphysicality and to run out unscathed or whatever. They don't get that this has become a lifetime war and that you will always be after them. Because, if you let them go, if you release them, if you walk away, then what are you going to do with yourself? How are you going to live? She said, if Agnes Lusog, the demon, had not gone and ruined so many African American lives, because she's got about 330 something African Americans harnessed to her, right? If she hadn't done that, you wouldn't even have talked about it. This would have been a continual war between you and her until you are both in your 80s or your 90s. But you felt sorry for all the other people that she is currently harvesting, and that's why you even said it out loud. Because nowadays you don't mind the bullets anymore. You don't mind the torture. You don't mind any of that. Because you have an ultimate goal. I am going to destroy you. I am going to eradicate you. I am going to make you implode inside of yourself. And I'm in it for the long run. She says, basically, anybody who attacks you at all, you're now grabbing the card and you're going to say, okay, this is going to make me live to at least 75. Let's get it on. Let's rock on. Let's rock and roll. And she said, you really need something good to look forward to. You need a purpose, a happy purpose, but you've blotted out happiness. You have de-manifested happiness. And the sad thing is, those people who are attacking you, they don't understand that they are walking into a dreary metaphysicality that has de-manifested itself of happiness, opportunities, anything at all. So they are latching onto you and binding themselves to you, thinking, oh my God, happiness, right? Only for them to be swallowed by the same obsessions and by the same situations, and then you're all mired into a never-ending battle because now they have your energy of let's rock and roll, let's fight to the death. You have arrived. So good. Now you're giving me a sense of purpose. I'm not going to die because of you. I'm not going to lose my soul because of you, but I'm going to make you lose yours, and I'm going to make you die. Since I can't strike first, thank you so much for striking me first. She said, I have blotted out the lights. I have taken down the stars. And I have sat down. I'm not walking anymore. I have sat down and I'm waiting for people to attack my ass because I'm almost done with Foster Gray. He's boring now. I'm waiting for the next attacker so that I can write their name down and say, okay, you're giving me a purpose to live. Through you, I'm going to live until I'm 60 because I'm not eradicating myself until I eradicate you. And she says, it is so sad is the saddest thing she has ever seen. So she hopes that the year November 1, 2022 to November 1, 2023 will bring me some light, even if it's a flashlight. It'll also, she hopes, bring me forgiveness. Not to people, but to God, because I do not forgive him. And I will not. But she hopes that the year November 1, 2022 to November 1, 2023, I will find it within me to forgive God for giving me all this misery. And she said, hopefully, you will understand why he did it, because forgiveness comes with understanding. You understand first, and then you forgive. And then your purpose won't be fighting with people like Foster Gray and busy having conferences with their dead relatives about how their dead relatives can kill him. She wished me a happier year, a more peaceful year. And I said, and she said, exactly. My point exactly. Your son has gone out. Okay. So as I strive to get my son back, as I strive to remove my road from midnight to dawn, I hope you all do the same, Bantu. I hope those of you who are mired in a misery that God has given us for his own reasons. He could have been giving them to us for strength. He could have been giving them to us for something else. I don't know what it is. But for me, the destruction has been too much. I don't want to build anymore. So I hope that you and I both, we build, we find some hope, some light in 2022 to 2023, and we build something, or at least start building. I hope, Bantu, that November 1, 2022 to November 1, 2023 will bring understanding of why things are the way they are. I hope they bring you some semblance of happiness, some semblance of companionship, some semblance of connection with the world. I wish the same for myself. So obviously, I wish it for you too. So on November 1, 2022, Happy New Year, Bantu. May it truly, truly be a good, kind year. And don't forget, October 31 is our last day and also the day of the ancestors. Don't forget to make a nice family dinner. Don't forget to light your candles, and don't forget to share your whole year with your ancestors, because that is the only day God opens the gates of heaven and your ancestors, they are walking with you from 3 a.m. to 12 midnight or 11 p.m. Don't forget to serve your favorite foods. Don't forget to serve your cultural foods. Don't forget to ask for what you want from them. I already got my year in review. No point in me doing it, but I'm still going to do it. October 31 is something that I always do, but I already discussed it with my ancestors, and Grandma already gave me the breakdown. She also apologized, and she's still apologizing. She said she apologizes for not guiding me towards the light, for not providing to the point that I've turned off the lights. But those of you who also have been following me on Instagram, you'll remember that I am known for that. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, I have turned out the lights. So basically, I've done the same thing. So hopefully this year, I will turn on at least one light. I'm not giving it much hope though. Really not. Nah. But what I'm not going to do is go down just because of Foster Gray says so. Because I'm going to take him down. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take the next one down, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Yeah. Because you give me life. You give me a sense of purpose. And you're the only sense of purpose I have. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully next year, that is not what I will be saying at this blue table of my ancestors. Hopefully next year, I'll be saying something else. Hopefully next year, I'll be talking about what a great fertile year I had, and things didn't come too late for me. Hopefully. But for now, that's all I got. And I'm going to rock with it. Happy New Year, Bantu. And happy Day of the Ancestors. Celebrate it with balloons and cake. Be modern about your business. Okay? Light as many candles as you can. Face the east. And talk to your ancestors. Tell them what hurt you. What gave you pain, what gave you joy, what gave you happiness. And then put in your wish list for next year. And then November 1. Welcome your new year in, because the moon would have turned. It's not exactly the moon, but something metaphysical for us, the Bantu, would have happened. And that's why November 1 is the beginning of a new year.